this is a video that's probably going to get me some hate. And I'm going to open this video with fuck WWE Evolution. Now, the reason I'm saying that is the WWE wants you to forget everything else that's going around the world. They want you to think that their all-women's pay-per-view is the first one ever fucking done, which is bullshit. TNA for the last 10 years has been putting on one-night-only knockout matches for 10 years. And WWE they're going to shove it down your throat how awesome it is. And one of the reasons why I'm irritated about it, one, is they're promoting it everywhere. It has to be everywhere. All they got to talk about, women's evolution this, women's revolution that. Everything has to be about the women. Everything. The men almost take a backseat because everything has to be about them. It seems like sometimes they get the better storylines. It seems like they get the more TV time. They're main eventing multiple shows on Raws and SmackDowns. And it's kind of fucking stupid. So they're going to get their own pay-per-view, but you have all these other entities, and you don't care about them. Every time they want to make a historic announcement, it has to do with the women. I don't remember the last time that something had to do with men's wrestlers and them putting everybody on stage to make a fucking announcement. And I know down the pipe they're going to have those women's tag team championships, which is stupid. Because right now they have 2 women's champions, and they probably have 2 sets of women's tag team champions. And my biggest issue with it is you have all these women wrestlers that phone it the fuck in. And some of their best wrestlers that really go out there and prove they're good every night. You got Ruby Riott. You have Becky Lynch. You have Alexa Bliss. You have Ember Moon. And the rest just kind of, sometimes they wrestle at 100%, sometimes they don't. But my biggest friggin' issue is everything in the WWE these days is about the women. There's even rumors that Ronda Rousey and Charlotte are going to main event WrestleMania, which is stupid. I just wish that the amount of time that they put in to the women's division, they put into everything fucking else. So there's a Mae Young Classic coming up. Where's the tournament? They did one Cruiserweight Classic. Why not have all the best Mexican wrestlers and have them in a tournament? Or the best of the indies. Get 32 of the best indie wrestlers and put them in a tournament. Where's a tag team tournament? The best tag team wrestlers. Not tag team that you already have, but tag team wrestlers from around the world. Why not do that? They're so focused on this women's revolution. And then they do dumb storylines with the women. Like, I try my best to get into this women's revolution. I do. I give them a chance. But, okay, you have Sasha, Bayley, and Charlotte. I saw them all wrestle better when they were in NXT. Get to the main roster and they toned it back. You had Emma, who was a great talent, and you did nothing with. You have so many people in there that just don't do it for me. You have Lana. You have Dana Brooke. You have Alicia Fox. Nia Jax is okay. You have Rousey in there, which makes no sense because fucking Shayna Baszler is so much better. Shayna Baszler is better, and so is Nikki Cross. You buried Asuka, and I don't know if she can recover from all the crap that she's been through lately. And I'm trying to see, like, where in the last couple of years there were these standout matches. Because most of the time, I watch them and I forget about them. There's not really these blockbuster women's matches that I can be like, you know what, I gotta watch that match again. Because there's not. It's not something special. It's not like I need to see them all the fucking time. I think maybe the women's division would be more special if they weren't on every fucking show. And sometimes there's 2, 3 women's matches on one card. And this Women's Evolution pay-per-view, which isn't until October, but they're already promoting the fucking shit out of it, is going to have over 50 women's wrestlers. So that was Stephanie's big announcement. So you're telling me that, oh, I'm going to put all this time and energy into the women's fucking division. I don't give a shit about anything else. That's basically what I get with watching the product over the last year. Is men's wrestlers, you're not important. Women's wrestlers, all over the place. I'm surprised Ronda Rousey wasn't on the fucking cover of this year's wrestling game. And it's just, I don't get it. Because they had their own Money in the Bank, their own Hell in a Cell matches, their own Street Fight matches, their own Elimination Chamber matches, their own cage matches, their own Iron Woman matches, everything. There's nothing sacred that the men's wrestlers have anymore. Are the women putting on barn burners and matches? Not that I've fucking seen. I've seen better matches in other places. But that's just... You have to see what is so great about it. And I don't see it. I really don't, and it's just going to get worse because they're going to promote it for the next 3 fucking months. For the next 3 fucking months, we're going to have to hear about the Women's Revolution and how great it is. I will tell you right now, I will not be watching that show. I have no interest in watching a show. Because the good thing about the wrestling industry when you have a show is you can cater to all groups of the fans. It's the same thing where I don't think an all cruiserweight pay-per-view would work, or an all tag team pay-per-view would work, or all hardcore matches would work, or an all women's pay-per-view would work. And I think if they keep promoting the way that they're promoting, they're going to burn out the fans on it, and they might just boycott it. If you keep shoving it down people's throats for months, people just aren't going to give 2 fucking shits. So, I'm probably going to be called a chauvinist, misogynistic, sexist, all this kind of crap. But when you really look and think about it, go watch women's wrestling from around the world. Then go back to WWE's product. And part of this is, if WWE wants to be groundbreaking, you should announce that this is not the first ever women's pay-per-view. It's been done before by several other companies, and you need to acknowledge other things, and you need to... The whole world does not revolve around the women's revolution. I'm sorry. Especially since most of the people that really were involved in the women's revolution will not be at that show. So you know what? Hate this video if you want, but it's my fucking opinion.